Welcome to Planet Chaos, home to the most destructive, deadliest, most violent creatures known to man. Us. I mean, this place is crazy. We have shootings, bombings, earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanoes, tornadoes, freakish storms and weather patterns. And to top it all off, we have these machines. These weapons against humanity. The universe, how did it begin? What is it made of? Is it the product of God or a great cosmic explosion? In 1954, we set out to find the answers to these questions with the founding of CERN. Human beings are crazy. Whether it's right or wrong, once people find out that they can do something, they will do it. CERN, located along the Franco-Swiss border near Geneva, the European Organization for Nuclear Research. Why the letters were rearranged to spell out CERN is puzzling, as well as their URL domain, home.cern. Not .com, not .gov, not .org, or .tv. It's .CERN. Yes, they have their own dot. Now, the physicists and engineers at CERN are getting the answers they need by examining particles using one of the world's most sophisticated particle accelerators. You know, like the one that exploded and turned Barry Allen into the Flash and a lot of other people into freakish metahumans. I'll get back to that in just a moment. In this case, we have what's called the LHC, or Large Hadron Collider. And yes, it is the world's largest collider. For now. The Chinese are building a larger one as we speak. Now, this LHC is a 27-kilometer ring of tubes, cables, and electromagnets buried deep in the earth. Now, what they do is they take particles such as protons and inject them into the collider using magnets to guide the particles at a velocity close to the speed of light. There are 4 sensors, and with precision timing, they can inject particles going in one direction and inject particles going in the opposite direction in an effort to cause these particles to collide. Once they do, the sensors collect data, and the collider stores the byproduct of these collisions, antimatter. For every particle that exists, there is a corresponding antiparticle. So, if you look at an electron with a positive charge, there should be another electron that is the same in every way, but with a negative charge. Are you with me so far? So, they take this antimatter, which is very, very tiny amount, and contain it. Now they can examine it, probe it, study it. And this is what CERN does. Why? Well, some conspiracy theorists believe that the people at CERN want to open up the gates of hell. Some of them think that the inside of the planet Saturn is a prison for demons. And they want to open a portal from here to the South Pole of Saturn in order to let those demons into our world. Well, I'm here to tell you the truth is stranger than fiction, and they are not too far off from the truth. Their real agenda is to control electromagnetics, or electromagnetic energy. If they can do this, then they can control and manipulate matter like a god. So, even though they may not be trying to summon demons, the whole idea of trying to play God is truly demonic in itself. And here's the problem. Antimatter coexists with matter, and it is connected to everything. Nothing could exist without it. It's almost as if antimatter is the other dimension, or negative, dark dimension, and matter is the positive one. Two dimensions coexisting in balance. Now, once you take this antimatter, isolate it, contain it, now you have something that is an anomaly that should not be. And this box of antimatter acts like a magnet of darkness, a magnet that causes the antimatter dimension to leak into ours, causing all types of strange phenomena. When this thing fires up, there have been reports of people absolutely losing their minds. An increase in violence and strange weather anomalies have occurred around this containment of antimatter. This has been such a big issue that they have had to move the antimatter to another location. By the way, if you think the LHC is the only particle accelerator that exists, you're wrong. There are at least 14, and at least 3 of those are in the US. This antimatter is so powerful that they have even used this as a weapon. The truth is scary, folks. I can't make this shit up. They took a tiny portion of antimatter, strategically placed it in a location, and then watched the public go nuts as they begin to become extremely violent, killing each other off. You need to be aware of these things exist. You need to know that these people do things blatantly in your face so that you can ignore it. You see, the devil puts all the bad things right in front of you so that you'll think it's normal, while at the same time hiding everything that is good. So whatever you believe the antimatter agenda to be, you can be sure that it's not a benevolent one.